Hello and welcome to Wisdom Wednesdays, where we spend a few minutes each week meditating on the Proverbs in hopes of growing in wisdom. Today we're looking at Proverbs chapter 10, verse 18, and here's what it says. Hiding hatred makes you a liar. Slandering others makes you a fool. And let me do that again. Hiding hatred makes you a liar. Slandering others makes you a fool. That first part is so challenging to me. The part that says hiding hatred makes you a liar. So does that mean that my hatred should just be hanging out there in the open, that I should just fling it at anyone or anything that I hate? Does it mean I should stand up and shake my fist and shout my hatred out so that I can be authentic and truthful? I think this is one of the cases where you have to set the scripture in the larger context of the entire scripture, the entire Bible. There isn't a lot of instruction in the Bible telling us to be hateful, right? It's kind of the opposite. For instance, look at the life of Christ, which is really the central story of Scripture and of the Christian faith. Where in the Bible does Christ exemplify hatred? I'd say that even when he ranted, even when he called people names, even when he flipped tables, his motive was pretty clearly love, not hatred. For sure, love expresses anger, and I would question the sincerity of any love that never gets angry. I would wonder if that's love at all. So maybe the challenge in this verse isn't that we should put our hatred out there on display in order to be honest. Maybe the challenge is that we should address our hatred, deal with it, work with it, work through it, pray through it, and allow God to help us put it up there on the cross where it belongs. Some of the ugliest undercurrents of the expression of our faith today probably start with hatred being hidden and disguised instead of handled. Some of the ways that we repel people from Christ instead of drawing them are for sure based on the way we lie because we hate where we're called to love. And people can see it. They know it. Imagine how different modern Christian culture would look today if all across the church we were allowing God to deliver us, to heal us, to change us from our hatred, instead of pasting, a godly smile over the top of it and then accidentally letting the hatred shine through in our attitudes and platitudes. Imagine how much more attractive our faith would be if we allowed God to do that work in us. That part's kind of deep and hard, right? The second part seems more obvious to me. It says, slandering others makes you a fool. Yes. The moment of dishing dirt on someone, especially someone you don't like, someone you don't respect, it can for sure be very satisfying, and you're not telling the truth if you don't admit that. Imagining the worst and then speaking the worst about another human being, it holds an element of satisfaction in the moment too. It's a moment of feeling like I am for sure better than this person. That's why we do it, right? So we feel better about ourselves. But then, when you get caught or called out on that slander, ouch, it feels really bad. It's embarrassing, it's shameful, it's awkward, it can be scary, it can have consequences. And then there's this, even if you don't get caught slandering others, because often we don't, right? Even if you don't get caught, a thing that we sometimes forget when we're running off at the mouth is that those who are listening, they might make nice and be polite while you're talking like that, but they may also be taking your measure and beginning to understand, this person is a fool. This person is untrustworthy. This person does not have integrity. If this person will talk like this about that person, then what's not to say that he won't talk like that about me when I'm not around. Is it just me, or is this verse especially powerful, right? It's a good one to meditate on in the coming week for sure. Let's go through it quickly 3 times before we're done here to start to get it into our heads. Ready? Hiding hatred makes you a liar. Slandering others makes you a fool. And again, hiding hatred makes you a liar. Slandering others makes you a fool. And one more time. Hiding hatred makes you a liar. Slandering others makes you a fool. That's all for now. I will see you next time, wise ones.